Justin Alderson and Melanie Glusak bringing you the 2015 Men's and Women's Track and Field Championships right here on Prime Ticket on Robocast Saturday afternoon in Riverside. And Melina, we just had our second double of the afternoon. Carl Horsley getting it done for Cal State Northridge. And now an opportunity for Ashley Marshall to do the same thing for UC Davis.
Ashley Marshall, we've seen her earlier in the 4x100 and bringing home the victory in the 100 meters. So we take a look here for lane assignments in the women's 200. You'll see Ashley in lane 5. Look at her teammate though, lane 7, Sha'Carri Nixon, the Aggie senior as well. Ran a 23.91 yesterday in prelims to make it in today's finals. So some points up for grabs for the UC Davis women, Justin.
A lot of people like him to go 1-2. Now Ashley Marshall in lane number 6. You see her duking and jiving, getting ready to go. She's never lost this event at the collegiate level. Hers to lose in the afternoon if she can double for the 3rd straight year.
Well, she's definitely the golden athlete of this women's 200s. We see them staying warm. It's a little overcast today. Now, different from last year when the meet was in her home stadium. It was very warm in the 80s.
Good shot there of Sha'Carri Nixon, her teammate from UC Davis. These two training partners, they really like the fact that they're able to push each other back and forth, back and forth.
You know, when I ran, it was always great to have teammates to run with, Justin. It's not only comforting, but it's nice to know there's someone out there that's working as hard as you are. It kind of keeps you on your toes, no pun intended. But it's a great feeling to be able to push a teammate. It builds camaraderie, it builds team spirit, and I think all in all, it makes you a better athlete.
UC Davis trying to pick up 18 points. There you see in lane 6, Ashley Marshall, and in 7 will be Sha'Carri Nixon at the bottom of your screen. As the starter will have that approach the blocks here as the women's 200-meter dash is on deck. Ashley Marshall, freshman year, doubles in the 100 and 200. Sophomore year, doubles in the 100 and 200. Her junior year, just minutes ago, she won the 100 meters. Now a chance for the 3rd straight year, unheard of three-peat in the women's 200 meters. We'll see if she can get it done here. Again, they will run away from where the main grandstands are here to keep the race wind legal. So they'll be finishing on the far side of the track. Some say turn 2 will be where they finish right in front. As the starter has put the runners in the block for the women's 200-meter dash. It is a clean start, and away they go, and it's Marshall into the first turn, and Melina, she's already made up the stack.
Marshall is unbelievable out of the blocks. Look at her power, her speed. She's got a commanding lead with 100 meters to go. She says, catch me if you can, and this is my race.
Ashley Giles from UC Riverside getting chase in lane number 1. But there is Ashley Marshall at the tape. And it is going to be Ashley Marshall getting for the 3rd year in a row a women's 200-meter championship. And she does it in 23:35. Her teammate Sha'Carri Nixon will take home 2nd place in 23:74.
You know what I love about this young woman is the confidence that she runs with, and she just takes care of business right out of the start. She's just a powerhouse. As we see her gun is up. Look at Ashley Marshall. If you're a young athlete out there wanting to learn some sprint technique and some tips, watch this fine young lady. Just a beautiful athlete, arms pumping, driving forward. The great Carl Lewis used to say, run in your own lane emotionally, and that's exactly what Ashley Marshall does. She doesn't worry about anyone else around her. She focuses on her job at hand, and she does it brilliantly, Justin.
She had reined in Alexis Lambert from Cal State Northridge 30 meters in before they were even in the first turn, and she just absolutely let it out on the backstretch. And it is a Marshall Nixon Davis double take on another day and another double, Lindsay, as Ashley Marshall, her 6th straight race that she's won in the championship level in the Big West, 3rd year in a row that she takes on the 100 and the 200-meter titles. Lindsay, take it away.
Ashley, you did it. Three-peating in both the 100 and the 200. You have a very decorated career at UC Davis. What does it mean to finish today that well?
I'm really happy. I was just trying to come out here and compete and win it for the 3rd consecutive year.
Coming out of that first turn there, the only turn, you had already made up the stagger. How are you able to get out of the blocks so quickly?
Practice. We practice a lot for my start. So I just wanted to get out really strong so I can just finish and win.
You win by a few steps. You're not even breathing hard. You still have one more relay to go.
Yeah.
How much is in the tank?
I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
You picking up these 2 big victories, how much does that help your women's team overall?
I think it helps. It helps with just the whole, I guess my teammates seeing us win and take first. It helps them to give them that confidence to go out there and also try to win.
One more race, good luck.
Yeah, thank you, thanks.
Chocolate milk time, Lindsay, as she has doubled. Ashley Marshall is the fastest female in the Big West Conference, taking home the title in the 100 meters, and now she adds the 200 meters again. She's never lost a championship race here at the Division I level. Earlier on in the field, the women were tossing the discus around the infield. And we take a look here as we start off. Deja Watkins from UC Riverside. She was second place as a sophomore a couple years ago, and now in her senior year on her 6th attempt, she's able to go 50.1 meters. And then in second place, after Alex Langlois had a nice outing in the shot put, she's able to toss the discus 51.85 meters. But it was this woman right here, Monique Griffiths. She was third in her prior 2 years. And then finally, the Matter are able to get it done in her second attempt. And she is unable to be beaten as Monique Griffiths from Cal State Northridge takes home the 10 points by just 5 inches. She is able to call herself the Women's Discus Big West Conference champion. Next up on the track will be the men's 5,000 meters. And as you see the crowd still on hand, as we'll have the men's 5,000 meters coming up next, followed by the women's 5,000 meters, and then the events left in the afternoon, Milena, that everybody gets up off their feet for the 4x400 relays to round it out.
Justin, we have some great events, and the men's 5,000 is one of them. Look at the green and white. That is a herd of Mustangs. Just like we have the fraternity of the throwers, the distance runners are a fraternity. In fact, this morning you and I got a little taste of that fraternity at breakfast. We were sitting amongst the Cal Poly distance squad and just had a great time with these student athletes. Learned a lot about what it takes to be a dedicated distance runner at the NCAA Division I level. I want to remind all of our viewers that these athletes are not only balancing the demands of training, but also the demands of scholastic work at these top level universities. So they have a lot on their plate, and they just handle it with grace and style. I want you to take a look at freshman from Cal Poly, hip number 9, Michael Guguer. He's a very fine young athlete, as all of the Cal Poly distance squad is, including Nick Wolf, wearing hip number 28, as we see the sea of athletes lining up on this waterfall start.
Nick Wolf with the steeplechase victory last night. As you see, they will go 39 athletes deep to the waterfall start in the 5,000 meters, and it's just about ready to get underway here.
We see Tyler Huntley right there wearing hip number 5 from Cal Poly. I got to talk to him a little bit this morning about what it's like to be a member of such a great team. Has a lot of camaraderie. He said he just enjoys going to practice every day, and you know that's what it's all about, Justin. At the end of the day, if you're not enjoying what you're doing out there, then sometimes it's time to reevaluate. And as an athlete, you know, it's a long season, and you can get burned out. So it's very important to surround yourself with teammates that you enjoy and really have a love for athletics.
Starter has told the runners to approach the line, and there is the entire pack of runners in the 5,000 meters. As they will get ready for what will be 12.5 laps around the track here.
You know who I see out there in the lead as well? He won the 50 1500 earlier from Northridge, and then Ross Suri, Justin, he's back. He's back for more in the 5,000.
Why not? Nice little off day for Ross as the back is still see jumbled up. Hale from UC Irvine in the back of the pack as he's smiling and laughing as you see Cal Poly. They must have 12 entrants. That's the green and white running around the pack. And we were talking to these guys earlier in the afternoon, and distance runners, you have your own special breed of getting out there and just talking and having fun, running for 15 minutes.
It's definitely a special breed, as you put it, Justin. It's a fraternity like we talked about, and these athletes are consuming plates of food in front of us. They're going to burn it all off. They need the energy for this 3.1 miles. It's being led right now by Miguel Aceves from UC Davis out there. But it takes a lot of dedication. A lot of miles are put in. What we're seeing right now is the end result of a year-long training cycle. The coaches monitor these athletes training all year long. In the summer, a lot of the athletes will train together. They don't want those 3 months to go by without putting in mileage. Also, many of these gentlemen run cross country as well, so not only are they competing in track, but also cross country. As we see a UC Davis athlete stopping to put on his shoe. Not quite sure what happened there.
Number 16, Amar Delakia from UC Davis as he runs out 11 laps left in 5,000 meters. You know, it's one of those things too, when you look at the early pace setting on the outside, Tyler Huntley from Cal Poly coming up as he's going to give Nick Wolf a break as they will. He said that it's one of the things we talked to him too about teammates is just trying to take turns. He's going to be in the lead and set the pace.
You know who's famous for doing that? The Kenyan and Ethiopian athletes. They dominate the distances on the international scene, and they're known for working together, helping pull each other to victory, taking turns in a marathon with the lead. See it all the time, so definitely some team tactics that can go into play. And let's not forget these athletes live, train, eat together, so they know each other really, really well as we see the pace starting to pick up significantly now, Justin, after a couple of what we would call easy laps, if you can call them easy laps.
Well, and that's the thing too, is we were all discussing it. I think we were most of everybody up and out there, but it's the magic of the pace, it's the magic of the race. But nobody wants to be first to come out and say how fast we're going to run it. If nobody emerges the front, everybody's just going to hang out. You may have a slow time.
Absolutely. It's like, it's the game of, oh, no, you go first. No, why don't you go first? It's a very polite way of saying, I don't want to do the work and I don't want to take the lead. That often happens in a championship. But then when they do start running what we'll call a decent, respectable pace, then that changes and you see the fitter athletes start to emerge at that point. Because in order to put in a surge at a quarter through a race, it takes some strength as well. Anyone, the non-seasoned athletes and not as well-conditioned athletes can hang with a slower pace, but it really starts to separate once that pace quickens.
But that's got to be a hard thing to know, is if somebody's going to go out too fast, just let them go. And realize you're going to hang just close enough to have your kick versus kicking too late, not being able to hang it in.
It really pays to know the talent in the field as an athlete. As an athlete, you must study your competition. You need to know the style of someone's running. You need to know what they've run throughout the season, if they've run consistent, if they're one of those athletes that can go out and pop a great performance, but then their next couple performances aren't so great. So I always liked to study the field. I focused on myself, but I also was very aware of who my competition was and how they performed that year.
8.5 laps as they go 55 seconds on the last lap around, and as they look at the pack coming down the backstretch, Miguel Aceves from UC Davis continues to be the pace setter. Ryan DeHaro from UC Santa Barbara, and also bib number 12, Seth Totten from UC Riverside, up in the front of things, and then Trevor Halstead from UC Davis on the bottom of the track as the pack still stays tight. There you see Anna Suri from Cal State Northridge trying to stay loose in the middle of everything also as these athletes are approaching the 8 lap to go mark.
Now, Justin, some of these athletes will go on to regionals, and from regionals regionals on to NCAA. So this is great practice for them because the packet regionals will be just as large. So it's very, very important to know how to run in a large field and how to run in a championship race. And there's no other way to practice it but just do it. As we see the men completing just about 8 laps here, or excuse me, 8 laps to go. We have number 37, Miguel Aceves, back in the lead from UC Davis.
Cal Poly, Tyler Huntley into the back corner as they just continue to kind of trade things back and forth, and you'll see the pack start to thin out a little bit now as well, you start to see that last lap the pace creeped up, and now every lap they're kind of just getting a little bit faster around the track.
I just clocked him at 72 seconds for that last lap, Justin. So definitely the pace is starting to quicken, but still very, very tight pack up here in front.
7 laps to go in the 5,000 meters.
We see number 12 come on up on the outside. That's Seth Totten from right here at UC Riverside, the Highlander, coached by the legendary Irv Wright. He's probably been told a thing or two about how to run a championship race. You know, we talked about Irv in the intro, Justin. He's coached nearly 200 All-Americans. 200 All-Americans.
Amar Delokia running in dead last. That young man who lost his shoe has lost it again, and he's just going to fight on without it.
You know, you've got to improvise. And this is what racing is all about. Sometimes unexpected things happen, and you just have to make the best out of it.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. There's 6.5 laps left in the 5,000 meters. When we come back, we'll see who's going to be there at the end. Stay with us right here on Prime Ticket.